All right, everybody, welcome back to the San Diego Aztec Rebuild Series here on NCAA 25. So the Aztecs finished the year with a win. We ended up winning the Las Vegas Bowl, and now the time has come to figure out where does our guys stand from a recruiting standpoint. Where are we going to be here for the 2028 season? The transfer portal is up. We have a lot of things to take into account. When you look at our depth chart here, as far as players that are on our board, you know, Javance is going to be gone. Danny O'Neal, there's a chance he could be gone because we got another guy that's coming up the list here, and we'll see what happens there. We got other recruits coming in. Mitchell is gone. Westmoreland's gone. You're talking about the tight end group, right? Or the wide receiver group. Balin Brooks is gone. You're talking about Jordan Napier, Keith Nolan, Zach Beverly. You got guys that are not going to be on this team once again, so this is going to hurt us. Jamari Johnson is gone. We definitely have some work to do. Bruce Sheldon is gone. When you look at the tackles, right, we won't have Simmons anymore, so the junior is going to have to step up, kind of see what happens there. You got a sophomore, Eric Lang. He's going to have an opportunity to step up with Barron now leaving. You're looking at the center, right? Bloom is gone, but Sampson has an opportunity to step up. I think we built this team to have some guys to step in there when it's time. I think the tough part, though, is can we repeat this or do better for next season? Do we have the ability to really make a difference here and allow our guys to take a step forward, allow us to be a true competitor in college football? The team, I think, is built pretty well, though. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do here. It'll suck to see certain people go, like Owen Chambliss. He was a very good player for us. But I am looking forward to seeing guys like Bryce Kopp and Brian Roche step up this season in the linebacker position. Buxton, Eifler, and Bayer. So, like, our corners are very young, too, so that's good to see. But we are going to miss some safeties like Dion Dickerson and Jelani McLaughlin. Those were fun guys to see out there running around and doing work. So, we'll continue to work through this. I did do some things offline as far as how I want to bring in some players from the development standpoint or from the recruiting board. So here is who I'm looking at right now. So we got a 4-star that's currently out there, and this 4-star in Cameron Rogers looks really good. He's out of Chico, California, and we're competing against Stanford, so we'll see how that ends up working out there. We're also looking at a 4-star. Oh, actually, that's the transfer portal guy right there that we're looking at in Cameron Rogers. We're looking at another transfer here, 4-star Xavier Miles, 6'3", 300 pounds. I wanted to bring just more guys on the line that I think can make a difference now to allow some of the guys that are a little younger, sophomores and freshmen, to develop. We are also, I think I only looked at, we got another guy here in Juan Morales from JUCO. I'm hoping he transfers over as well. But yeah, I don't have too many, actually. Now that I think about it, maybe like 2 or 3. That's actually kind of crazy right there. I thought I had more, but with 20 players that we're trying to grab, I think we need a little bit more, but I'm okay if we're a little short this season when it comes to this off season when it comes to having 84, 85. And it looks like Max Matthews from Wagoner, Oklahoma has committed. Juan Morales, defensive tackle. 4-star Brock Skaggs out of New Mexico. 3-star Sean Stacy has committed. This is awesome. So we're bringing in guys here right off the rip that I think are going to be pretty amazing for the Aztecs. And we keep continuing to look. Now, there might be some other players out there here that could, maybe change some things up. But I'm honestly not worried about that. I'd rather just bring in some guys that want to be here and want to play for the Aztecs versus trying to just get too many. I don't want to bring in too many freshmen because when you do that, the team kind of gets squashed. So the more I can kind of just keep this even, in my opinion, the better chance I feel like we have to build a. Those are the things that we could do: championship brand exposure and playing time. I don't think we're going to be able to do enough to sway this guy. Kevin Catapano, I would have loved to have on this team, but I don't think that's going to work out. Trying to flip Marcus Doggins over. We do have him visiting this week, so maybe we get maybe we get a shot. We'll see. I really like this player here, this high schooler. The transfer guy, Xavier Miles, doesn't look like we're going to be able to convince him to come over, which is tough. It's kind of weird. They say proximity to home is an A grade, but I am in San Diego. Maybe because he wants to be further away from home? I don't even know what that means, dude. That's weird. But let's see if we can try to convince him to come over. And then this center here, it looks like it is going to be a long shot. But maybe, just maybe. So we end up with 21 players, which I think is a very good deal. So let's start off first here with Paul Ivy. So National Signing Day. Paul Ivy's a right guard, transferred, so he's going to be a junior this year. 6'2", 285. He is a normal development, so we'll have him be back up there, which is good. Rayshawn Parker is a 3-star impact development trait. He'll have some time to play there with Fernandez. Normal dev from Marvin Ivory, a free safety. He's got some okay speed, but he'll probably redshirt there as a high schooler. JUCO transfer, tight end there. He's more of a pass blocking guy, 6'3", 251, kind of a freaking wall, so I'm hoping he works out. Cordell Allen, he's going to take some time as a redshirt, as a high schooler there. Transfer freshman, redshirt. He's a fullback. He's got the good lead block trait there. You're talking about Randall Ivy, our punter. He's got the 93 kick power, which is super huge for us, and I think that's going to help us out. We needed a new punter. Sean Stacy, normal dev there. He is a left tackle, 6'4", 307, high schooler, so we'll have him redshirt. You got Brady Kazirsic. He is a impact development. Isaiah Lavrone's a normal. So these guys are all high schoolers. You'll see a lot of these guys probably sitting out potentially, but I think I got a decent amount of free safety or safeties in general. Impact dev there for Isaac Cruz, the 3-star. Got a 6'3", 247 tight end with norm dev, but look at that ability. He's got second level. I think that's going to help us out there. He doesn't really scream passer. Like, all that shows block mentality. He'd be a guard if I were to move him, to be honest, but a 4-star, man, that is sweet. You're talking about defensive tackle here in Juan Morales. He's a JUCO transfer. You're talking about Max Matthews here with star ability. So he's 5'10", 207 out of Wagner, Oklahoma. There's our 4-star impact dev there in Nick Valuaga. You're talking about a left end that's going to get some opportunity here. Maybe we bring him up or we just let him roll. But some of these guys I can see redshirting before others. JC Thorne, a high schooler. This guy's got 88 acceleration with 82 speed and impact. He's going to have an opportunity to probably start or play soon. Charles Lozano, left outside linebacker, norm dev there. You got a strong safety gem, looks like with elite folks. Strong safety with elite dev trait. So we can see him out there immediately. Quarterback, Jaquez Blank, impact dev, 86 throw power, mobile deadeye. We're going to let him develop in the red shirt year. Nick Orlando, another tight end, 6'6", 225, norm dev. He's a big guy. And we got this 4-star here in Dan Jennings, left tackle. The high schooler, 6'5", 292 with impact dev. Another potential chance to see him kind of red shirt there. Custom the conferences, right? We moved to the Pac-12. So what I'd like to do is bring in a couple more players to the Pac-12. So I want to get to 12. So we currently have 7. So I want to think of who could potentially come over to the Pac-12. Okay, so we have updated the conferences here, and I wanted to set them up to kind of make some sense here. We, for one, have removed all independent conference. So those teams that were in the independent conference have been moved to other places. So we're going to talk through each one and see where we are here. The American one, I'd say we didn't really tweak anything here, except UConn has been added to this group. I think it makes sense for this conference here. They're not too crazy. They do got a couple guys here, teams that are ranked, but I think this sets them up. They got about 10 teams here, or excuse me, 14 teams now. So we'll see how that works out. The ACC, I kind of buffed up a little bit, but we have added Georgia Tech to this side here. I wanted to tweak that. Virginia Tech, I think they've always been here, but they also got 2 ranked teams in this conference. In the Big Ten, I wanted only 10. There was like 16 teams or some crazy number. So I reduced it. I kept Iowa, Oregon, and Wisconsin here. So at least you have 3 ranked teams. We'll remove some teams out though. USC and them are all still in here. In the Big 12, I dropped it down to 12. So Colorado, ranked team, TCU, Kansas State, they're all ranked in here. And I think this would be a very fun conference to see how it works out with removing some of the guys. Conference USA, I wanted to just get some of the not so great teams all in one conference. Louisiana Tech though is the number 2 ranked team in the nation right now, but I think that was only mainly because they made it to the ship there. As you can see, no independents. Mid-American, I believe we moved a team in here. I think it might have been, I don't know. Actually, I think we kept everyone here. I think we're good to go in the MAC. I thought I added someone in the MAC, but I guess I'm wrong here. But all this makes sense. Like, none of them are too crazy in the stars. Toledo should run it pretty well there. Minnesota, I think, is who I added to Mid-American. In the Mountain West Conference, I put all the military schools in this conference here. Air Force, Army, and Navy are here. University of Arizona is now in the Mountain West Conference here. And I think that's going to shake some things up and kind of get things going here. Our Pac-12, we added some guys, some teams here. And this is where it's going to get nasty, folks. We brought in Arizona State, Fresno State, and Notre Dame, along with Stanford and Washington. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a crazy conference. Boise State is ranked. Washington's a no-joke squad. Notre Dame now, right? They're coming here to the Pac-12 to make some noise along with Arizona State. This is going to be a fun conference. I'm going to be fighting some dogs. The SEC, I tried my best to remove any teams that weren't that incredible. You know, Mississippi State's going to stay in here, but I wanted to bring some dogs to the SEC. So Michigan has moved into this area. I believe Arkansas might have already been an SEC team, but I don't know too much about college. But I moved Michigan and Penn State into this conference. I'm like, dude, let them fight it out. This should be the best conference in the nation, in my opinion. Like, these guys should be killers through and through. And in the Sun Belt, we didn't do anything here. I think we kept it. I think I moved Vanderbilt out because I didn't think Vanderbilt was that good. So I give them a chance to rock it out in the Sun Belt there. So we did our things. We tweaked what we needed to do there. I'm actually pretty happy with that. You know, I wish you could do that in Madden. It'd be fun to kind of mix up the conferences and see where everyone stands. But the custom schedule now, just to kind of get right. So that's our schedule right now, folks. We got FCS East in week 1, Missouri in week number 2. We go against our Pac-12 opponent there in Arizona State, followed by a nasty team there in South Carolina. We then go after West Michigan, their house. We take a break. We go after Rutgers at our house. We play Wisconsin, Camp Randall Stadium in week number 8, followed by heading to freaking LSU to take on the freaking Tigers in week 9. Then it's Pac-12 opponent here in Fresno State and California. Oh yeah, California we moved over to Pac-12. I forgot. Louisiana State is right after them, and then we got Utah State to end the year. So this is a very strong schedule in my opinion. We got a good mix up there, but I think that's going to work out for us. But that's where we're going to leave it, folks. I'll work on the recruiting things down the road. This is going to be fun, man. I think we got some really good guys here. As far as where we end up heading, I've got to update the depth chart to get that right. You know, you got some preseason first teams there nationally. I think everyone's kind of excited to see what they're going to do there. But for us in the Pac-12, I'm hoping we got some guys to represent. Notre Dame is all over that list. So you got our kicker, Jorge Camacho, for the preseason first team. And then you got Brett Volk and Lionel Trahan, along with Mitchell Nadine for the preseason second team. So that's kind of cool. I think we got the right players, man. It's going to be super fun. Hopefully we can, win a couple more games, but they got some dogs on this team, man, in this lineup here. And a lot of these guys are in our conference. So hopefully we show up and show out. But that'll do it for us today, everybody. If you like what you saw, please drop a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And most importantly, subscribe to keep up with the series. I really appreciate everyone that stopped by today, man. Y'all have yourself a good one. And as always, let's go South Bay.